What's up, New Rise Nation? It's your boy TC Boy.
I'm done with living for the moment. If you don't get it, you didn't want it. The present is yours for the moment.
Wanted to hop on really quick and just encourage some people today, man. You know, if you're looking at your life and you're always trying to please people and you're afraid to make moves because you're wondering like what people would think about you. You're wondering like, man, what would they say? What would somebody think? And I just want to encourage you, man, you know, realize that not everybody's journey is the same. You know, some people may take their journey one particular way while others may take it another particular way. And you have to be okay with not having people always agree with you or understand what you're trying to do. You know, I think, man, that I look at a lot of different scripture figures, man, from the Bible. And I just think about like people that were misunderstood or people that didn't understand what someone may have been doing or why they were doing it. And a lot of times you have people that have opinions and things that they want to say about it, or people that, you know, maybe naysayers of those things. And I just want to encourage somebody today to remember, man, that you are uniquely made and crafted and created. You know, your story or your journey or your process or the way you may approach things doesn't have to be the same way as everyone else. And so you need to free yourself from having to care and think or worry about what all these other people might be thinking about your particular endeavor or thing you're trying to do, man. It's like an old saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, if you're trying to accomplish something and you're doing it your particular way that you believe is a great way to accomplish it, man. It may not always look like everyone else's, or it may not always be that similar way or approach that others may do. And you have to be okay with understanding that that's the case, man. So a lot of times I find that people will sometimes allow themselves to be swayed based on what they think others might be thinking about them. And I just want to say you cannot do that. Don't let yourself do that, because everybody's unique and different, man. And if you let yourself get stuck in that type of thinking, man, a lot of times what happens is you hinder yourself from expressing and freely expressing yourself and going after those things that you could actually accomplish. You kind of hinder yourself from those things because you are so like stuck on what other people are maybe saying or thinking. So I hope that this encourages someone today, man, to just not let yourself get wrapped up in what other people are thinking or saying, you know, to get yourself unstuck from people's opinions. Just saying how you can like really approach life in a way that you're not so hung up on what people might be thinking or what people might be saying or what people may be skeptical about or, you know, I personally have had a lot of situations in my life where I've had people may not understand something I'm doing, or may not agree with something I'm doing, or may not like something I'm doing, or may have an opinion or want to say things about something I'm doing. And I've come to learn that just comes with life in general, you know what I mean? But then also anytime you're doing something that's beyond just like the average person or the average, you know, average is average for a reason. Anytime you're doing things that's above average, or, you know, attempting at the very least to do things that are above average, you will have those type of naysayers. You'll have those type of people that are so used to or so comfortable with things being a certain way. And so this is like all throughout history, people that change the lives of others or change the world in any way, they don't do what's average. You can't really do what's average, because if you maintain the status quo, you're not really going beyond the status quo. So how can things change when you don't move beyond what's the norm? You get what I mean? So I just wanted to encourage you guys with that, to understand sometimes even you might be breaking the status quo. You may be endeavoring to do something that is beyond just average. And if you're doing that, you know, don't be surprised at those naysayers or the pushback or the comments or the negativity that some people express, because I believe most people will usually just watch what you do and not really say anything, but they'll watch and observe to see if you actually do it for real or if you actually accomplish something. And then others kind of try to latch on so that they don't get left behind, while others genuinely support you and they really love what you do and rock with you. And then while others just have something negative to say regardless, it don't matter what you're doing, just because they don't agree with or like the way you do something. And I just think you have to be okay with that. and just navigate life that way and understand that you don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to appease everybody. You don't have to be trying to, be all super close to everybody. Have your own friends, your own inner circles, your own people that's like your family, whether they're blood or not. Have that intact. Focus on those people as far as opinions go, and as far as like counsel, and as far as advice and all that. Focus on those people. Ignore everybody else that you don't get those things from, and just go for it. Like, accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Move towards what you're trying to move towards. I believe you always have to leave room for God in your life. So, God may open doors or do different things, man, to provide different opportunities or resources or whatever you need in different situations, So you just go at these things, and you work at things you're trying to accomplish, and you just trust God for the rest, man. Ignore the haters, ignore the naysayers, embrace those that are really in your corner, got your back, and go at it, man. And so I just want to encourage you guys, like I said, with that, because I've seen this in life in general, and sometimes I get so frustrated when I see people that do that, more because I feel like they hold themselves back. Like, you hold yourself back when you're letting yourself get stuck too much on what people are kind of thinking and saying, versus actually like going for what you believe is for you. And so I just hope that you guys are encouraged, man. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure that you share with someone that you think will also benefit from this content. Also, leave a comment below, some things you may have experienced with this, because I just believe that people, anytime you're trying to do something, you're going to get some of this. If you haven't gotten this, then keep going at something that you're trying to do, or that may not be just the average norm thing, and you'll get some. So you'll get some pushback from it. So, but anyway, leave a comment, share some of your stories or experiences, man. I love to hear from you. And stay tuned for some more videos, New Rise Nation.